welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today, I'm bringing you a solo gameplay of the third chapter, or third scenario, in the prototype of Agemonia, which I've been really enjoying. I played the first scenario off camera. Alex over at Boardgame Co. did a solo gameplay, or I believe is planning to do a solo gameplay of Chapter 1. We did a two-player gameplay of Chapter 2, and it is currently 4:20 a.m., and he's upstairs sleeping with the rest of his family, and I figured, because I'm not tired and I like this game, I would go ahead and get this to the table with a solo gameplay for my channel, because I honestly want to see how Chapter 3 resolves, and I wanna hang out and play some games with y'all. So, hopefully you're going to enjoy this. I'm going to swing into it fairly quickly. There's a bit of flavor text to read, and then we're just going to dive into the campaign. I know nearly everything. Now, most of the base rules I've been taught by Alex. I did read through all of the Chapter 3 specific elements, and so this should be a fairly clean gameplay, but please keep in mind we are working with a prototype. There's a strong chance that I'll miss a few things here or there across the course of this gameplay. Solo play is not always where I catch every mistake. Usually it helps to have a second pair of eyes there watching. So far in this campaign, we have rescued townsfolk from a flooded inn, journeyed with them through a forest full of thistles and briars and meadows and very peculiar insects, kind of burblous, tick-like beetles that have been crawling towards us. And now we are progressing to, I suppose, a temple in search of the ancients. And so Alex and I did 10 or fewer on our resolution, which means we're only going to spawn 2 of the Skitters in the beginning of the next phase. And sadly, we didn't hit many of the achievements. We don't have many bonuses. We don't have many extra weapons or gear. We do have Torel Whisperer, and on top of that, we do have a shovel, a hook rope, a hand axe, and a small bow. I went ahead and selected Thorax and Vienna. I like Vienna of the Heartwood, and Thorax is going to be a new character. So let me give you some characterization here of who this guy is. The Agarians hold much wisdom lost to the other peoples of Agemonia. Deathless and ungrowing, they live to carve their memories in the stone flesh, sleep for eons, and then wake up to live again. The runes on their skin remind them of their past, but Thorax's ruins have been smoothed out, and he does not know who he is. When his mentors are killed for the magical crystals that grow on their backs, he sets on a journey to confront the truth of his earlier life. The secret lies in the lost Argarian city Loch Tor, which only he can find. Building a powerful weapon from his own body is one of the ways to reclaim his identity, but he is ready to remember who he really was before. But is he ready to remember who he really was before? Is he doomed to repeat the mistakes of his forgotten past, or does he have the ability to change and correct the evil he has committed? These choices await him in Loch Tor. I like that idea of like a stone golem that sleeps and awakes and revives, but if he doesn't have the runes on his body, he doesn't actually remember who he is. I like that. I do have a Sprite with me. I have a bit of a tickle in my mouth, or in my throat, from reading so much on camera, and this is not going to be free from that. So, if I do a few little clears or here, if I do a few little throat clears or take a drink of the Sprite throughout the course of this, please be a bit gracious to me. I'll do my best to not make it obnoxious. The secrets of the ancients. You are still shocked from the magical bolt, the leaves of the trees behind you still smoldering. Desperate not to get hit again, you run from the forest towards the strange lights. As you follow the road, you find the derelict ruins of an old pagan town built around a strange round hill. On top of the hill, your friend, Santor, Threebirds, is caught in a magical battle against a menacing robed figure. He must be the only one who cast those magic bolts into the forest. Perhaps the magic radiated in all directions, painting the clouds first in scarlet, then in blue. Something about them, or the hill itself, seems to attract your runic plate, which has started to vibrate. I have a runic plate with me. I think I put it in the bag. You witness the enemy grab Shantor with his powerful magic and throw her down inside the hill itself. How is that even possible? The evil sorcerer looks your way. He's holding a crimson orb, its light reflected from the inside of his hood as if he had a glowing red eye. He hesitates for a moment, perhaps preparing a spell, but then glances at the orb again. Instead of attacking you, he steps on a metallic disc which starts to levitate and then takes him northwards, away from the scene of the battle. Before you have a chance to react, you see a strange vision. It is Shantor. She tells you that the hill was built by the ancients, but is now full of harmful Agok's magic, created by the powerful sorcerer she was fighting against. The evil energy is clashing with her good magic, and is about to cause an implosion that will pollute this whole region. You must enter the hill and stop this from happening. You must hurry, since Shantor herself is in trouble too. Additional scenario rules. There are additional scenario rules for the X markers on the scenario map. A summary of these rules is shown on the other side of the topmost card of the story deck. X markers on the scenario map. 5 of the lines between the areas of the scenario map are shown with dashed white lines, along which a blue lightning are covered with an X marker. There is also a line of red lightning covered by an X marker. Each of these represent an opaque, shimmering force field. Until the marker is removed, treat each of these lines as a solid barrier, impassable. If the X marker is removed, treat it as a normal white line. Thorn brushes. Just like the scenario map for the road to Rundell, the scenario map for this tutorial has areas containing thorns. Whenever you enter an area containing a thorn, do a agility check of 2. Scenario end conditions. You successfully complete the scenario when a story card tells you to read Climax 1, scenario success. Play to the end of that round. You fail the scenario if all heroes are exhausted, or if a story card tells you to read Climax 2, fail forward. If you both succeed and fail in the same round, count it as a success. In either case, read the relevant conclusion on page 14 of this book. Alright. Let us see what we are facing. So, it looks like we're coming out of the thistles. We're moving into this region. Now, we do have to spawn. You will place 2 Skitters on the scenario map at the start of Tutorial 3. Okay, I have the Tutorial 3 cards over here. So, we have some ruins built out here. Both of our characters are going to start over here in these positions. And it looks like there's an ancient temple that we're going to be exploring, which seems like a good time. Maybe that's the pit she fell through over here. And there's some nasty gems and spiderwebs up here. Now, the interesting thing is there's so much stuff to interact with. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to hit it all. I know the object is to try to trigger all the story events, but I love an open playing field where, depending on where you go and how you start moving, you're going to be interacting and discovering things differently, and you might overlook or go down certain pathways depending on what you hit. So, scenario rules. Important. Reveal and flip story card triangle during setup. Reveal story card F at the start of the first hero's turn, okay? So, we're looking for some of the symbology. These are creatures. There we are. So, waiting ceremony. And story card F. If I can find it, there we are. Crawling from below. Okay. X marker on the line of the scenario map. Until the marker is removed, treat it as a solid barrier. Let's identify where those are. These are going to be solid barriers for the moment. Thorn bushes. Whenever you enter an area, you're going to roll a check. And scenario end and win conditions. Okay, I'll stick this up there, and let's go ahead and resolve some of our abilities. So, we'll start with waiting ceremony. Play Skitters. Reveal card. Trigger card 1, which are going to be our Skitters. Where are they? Here. These are the little pustules that we were dealing with before. There we are. Skitters. Hello, lovely creatures. I really don't like them. They're like ticks kind of scurrying through the game state. And I know we're spawning 2, so let's go ahead and get 2 of those prepared. Now, we do have an adorable little prototype miniature for them, but I'm going to use the standees because that's, I don't know, that's the primary thing that we have. And where are we placing them? So one looks like it's going to be on the edge of this area here. And then number 2 is going to be spawning right in that location, I believe. Okay. And luckily we performed decently enough. Those Skitters, they were waiting for you to come. We performed decently enough that we don't really have to worry about them too much. There's not a lot of them. And we need to place each of their health at 4. Number 1. And number 2. Okay. Crawling out from below. Win a fate card showing a 5, 2 heroes, 4, 3 heroes, 4, 5, 4 heroes, so 5, is revealed. Spawn a Skitter in the area according to that fate card's direction and symbol. So I'm going to place that next to these fate cards over here so I have a reminder of how they're spawning. These fate cards are going to be triggering at the end of each one of our activation cycles, or the end of the total activation cycle. They'll do things like keep time, spawn creatures, really progress the game a little bit. So let's see here. I revealed that, and that's going to be the start of this game. So I'm going to start acting here with Vienna and with Thorax. The first thing I have to do is determine what action or what buff I'm going to have them both take. Right now, I want to do a little bit of crowd control. I think it is a good idea to not have Skitters pile up. Question is, do I have them both do that, or do I invest in doing a bit of research first? I'm kind of curious what's happening up here. So I think I'm going to send them both up in that sort of left-hand corner. And I'm going to try to take out one of these Skitters on the way. So, could do a move of 3, which actually would not get me to the Skitter, so I would need them to go first. 1, 2, 3. They're each 4 away. So let's start with a focus check here and an extra move here. Void Bolt is going to give me a range. Let's do Void Bolt. And actually, if I decided to have this equipped instead, which would be, it'd be a stamina, it'd be an action to do that. But if I'd started with my bow equipped instead, I could do a bow attack, which does have range on its own, 1 to 2 spaces away. Let's do that. Alright, so I have my initiative set. Let's go ahead and turn this over. This is going to set the order of operations. So I'm going blue. I'm going slightly before them. So, good little note here. I am just barely going faster than them, though, which is perfectly fine with me, because I'm going to start with Vienna of Heartwood. So I'm going to start with a 3 movement. Scoot this over just a bit. I'm going to start with a 3 movement, which means I have to spend 1 stamina in order to engage with that. So 1, 2, 3. I am now close enough to A and G, or C, that I can trigger those. But let me go ahead and resolve this fight. So I am using a Void Bolt, which is going to be an attack of 2 red dice with a range of 3. And I think that's the only direct benefit I have. It will cost a stamina to do it, though, which I think is an acceptable trade-off right now. Let's deal some damage. 2, I can do a straight kill if I played 2 more stamina. I would like to not have to deal with them. Let's neutralize number 2 and just take it off the board. Moving over to Thorax. We're going to go ahead and do a ranged attack as well. So 1, 2, that will put me in position to shoot. I could spend an additional one if I wanted to get into that doorway. But no, I think I'm going to go ahead and do a shoot. This is going to be -1 success overall. We're going to be rolling 2 red dice again. No benefit, no buff. I do not believe. Okay, this is an exploding die. So I get to roll this one again. 2 successes, 3 successes, 4 successes, 5, 6. Gone. Awesome. I love not having any Skitters on the board to deal with. And let's go ahead and start resolving these. So we're first going to be in contact with G and then A. W, T, S, Q, P, N, M, L, H, Y, A. So A is triggering. And it looks like, yeah, a magic crystal. So let's look at the magic crystal first. You feel the aura, the agua crystal's magical energy as you remove it from the pedestal. You can feel its warmth and power in your hand. A low hum. Is that the start? No, I should be in here. And I need to be close enough. Okay. So all these are backwards. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. A crystal on a pedestal. Inside the walls of a pedestal, holding a blue crystal. The pedestal is wreathed as the rest of the ruin, but the crystal is shiny and clean. It's valuable, and magical aura crystal would not have survived here for centuries without being taken by robbers or Skitters. Someone must have put it here recently to power up something. And if I get to 0 distance from it, I will trigger that one. The monster. The mother. You spot something big moving behind the ruins. Before you have a chance to react, a Varian Hive mother raises up and towers over you, webbing dripping from her body. She seems uninterested in your presence, and you realize it may be better to keep her docile. Okay. So we have a mother. The question is, hero attacks a Skitter, flip. Well, we just murdered all the Skitters, and so right now we're actually in a position where we don't have to worry about any Skitters spawning on the board. So I vote we go pick up that crystal and get the heck out of Dodge. No one's actually going. We're in a good spot because we took out both Skitters. Okay, back up at the top of the round, we're going to flip one of these to see a number 3 is not going to be a number 5. So we're not going to spawn anything. And I think I want to go pick up that gem. So I'm going to do a double movement action to get out of position. I can't. I'm going to do a focus action to give me a little bit more agency. And then here I'm going to do a double movement action just to try to cover the board a little bit more and see exactly what's going on. Maybe I loop around here or check out E and D. Okay, let's flip a card, see who's going when. So green is going, and we get an extra movement, which is fantastic. So I'm going to move up and in, triggering G, flip. You feel the agua crystal's magical energy as you remove it from the pedestal. You can feel its warmth and power in your hand. A low hum that had surrounded the ruins dwindles. You had not noticed it was there, but its lower pitch now makes it obvious. Did the crystal power something inside the hill? You gain an agua crystal token. Remove the card from the game. Okay. We have a crystal token. And this is the shield, I think, that we were carrying with us. Okay, so that was one move. One activation. Let's go ahead and do my second move. And let's trigger... we trigger B right here, but we're going to continue our move into there, I believe. Let's see. B. Under the shadow of the goddess. A large statue of Lamora, the old pagan goddess of the Nitagree, overlooks the whole ruin. In the shadow of the statue are remnants of a building that does not seem to be a house, exactly more like a covering for a hole or cellar door. Beneath the vines are Skitter webs. There are spiral stairs leading downwards. And I'm moving there. Descend downwards. You've descended the winding stairs, but the passage farther is overgrown. You can easily move the vines aside if you want to move along. Reveal story card 0 and place it next to the scenario map. Heroes and enemies may spend 1 movement point to move from one area containing B to the other area containing B. So where is B? I don't see another B on the map at the moment. So my assumption is the map is going to update and develop. Let's continue pushing forward. So we're going to reveal a landscape card this time. Let's find where it is. Abandoned Chamber. The dark vault has been nicely preserved for robbers, if not from flora. The air is damp and heavy. Under the plants at the back you see a stone tablet. Continue onwards. Flip. So, am I just here now? It must be. So that now exists. I am now in this location. And I could have chosen to do this earlier. I should have anyway. I'm spending a stamina so I can move into this area. We're actually one away though, so we're going to trigger Y anyway. A cellar skitterer. Great. Okay. The mossy cellar is home to an angry skitterer. Behind the bug is a broken stone table, the victim of a rockfall. On the table is a stone lid covering something that radiates with magical energy. Spawn a skitterer in the area containing Y. So now we're going to murder a skitterer. We're going to piss off the mother. The mother's going to come down the hole and block it and eat our insides. Push the stone lid. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I could move in. Just engage it. Kill it on the next turn. Why not? We'll move in. We're going to finish the rest of our other activations, though. And then the skitter is going to activate. Okay. Thorax. Gave you an extra movement. You're going to have 3 whole movement. Let's check out story card D for now. Story card D. A Shrine of the Moons. The building was probably a holy place. The mossy walls still showing emblems of Agemonia's 2 moons. While the hill is trembling, you also feel a different underground vibration. It seems to be coming from under the cracked floors. Do I dig? I need the shovel as an active item, which I don't currently have. My other character has the shovel as an active item, so we're not going to be able to do that. We're going to continue moving. That was 1 move. 2, 3. Spawn E. The Light of the Moons. A rare and delicate monge egg is easy to spot from afar. The petals are deep purple, but its swollen stamina is full of luminous pink fluid. The flower is known for its healing properties, but in clumsy hands, it is easily destroyed. Pick up the moneg. Up. 4, success, flip A, fail, flip B. So, he is not the right person to be dealing with this, because he has no agility whatsoever. So we're not going to entertain this. We're going to have our rogue make it back up here. We're just discovering things at the moment. Let's move forward. Go ahead and trigger J as well. A lightning doorway. The opening at the base of the hill is blocked by a wall of azure lightning. In front of the wall is a wall of light. You see a carving on the stone floor, the same size and shape as a runic plate you are carrying. Clearing it of dirt and webs, you see it has the symbol of a leaf. Align the ruins. Place runic plates on the spot in the area containing the story points. Place runic plate. We don't have a runic plate. I assume maybe that's what I'm getting from the cavern that I'm exploring. So we get a lot of potential activations here. So, moved 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 2 movement left. I could go over the bramble. Go check out some stuff down here. I'm going to go 5. And I'm going to go 6. And we're 1 away from you. So let's go ahead and pull out you. Where is it? There we are. A wall of azure light. The opening at the base of the hill is blocked by a wall of azure light. On the ground to the right of the opening, you spot an incantation of the same shape as a runic plate. It is decorated with a symbol of a moon. Place the runic plate moon in the slot in the area containing this. So I'm going to place both of these on top of each other. We have 2 locations. Each one needs separate, varying runic plates. And that's going to be my activation. So the Skitter is going to go ahead and activate and attack me. And right now we're seeing, because the icon on the eye, the Skitter is going to be doing a... Oh, I thought he was going to be doing a leg stab. The Skitter is not going to be doing anything. Instead, he's going to be rushing to me, but we're already in the same spot, so that's perfectly fine. We're just going to face off and stare at each other menacingly. Now, we're going to cycle. This is going to move another 3, which is good because we don't spawn anything. I'm about to piss off a broodmother. So, you know, things are good. Things could be better, but overall, things are good. Okay, let's do another move here with Thorax. I want to check out R and G. And let's go ahead and do an attack here. So, flipping a card. Let's determine. They're going to be going down here. Red's going to go first. Green's going to go second. So starting with an attack. Can the broodmother either really see us? Because I'm kind of fighting like under the ground. We're going to go ahead and roll. It's going to be a 2 attack. We're looking for 4 to completely murder it. It's a little catty corner, so I'm going to re-roll that one. It's going to be 3 success. There's no way to get to 4. Would have liked pure murder, but that's not what's going to happen. Okay, and I can go ahead and recover as well, which is what I'm going to do to get some stamina back. Let's go ahead and flip this. Let's find out what the mother thinks about us attacking her brood. You should not have angered the Hive mother. She raises up, hissing menacingly, moving her long legs with surrounding speeding accuracy. The ground is full of egg sacs and rotting carcasses, but she manages to lunge at you without harming them. She will harm you, though. Reveal card 2. Spawn Hive Mother in the area containing A. Okay. Hive Mother, page XXX, conditions, page XXX. Let's go ahead and we've already spawned her, and we're going to be revealing... There she is. The Hive Mother. And we actually need another tracker. I'm going to use the same tracker for now, but typically you'd actually have another board and another sheet that you'd use to track all of the different creatures you're fighting. So, Hive Mother is going to potentially start spawning creatures, which is terrible, and it's going to go on green, which is also not fantastic. The Ram Skull. What does the Ram Skull mean? Enemy special ability, Horns, enhances action or is performed after action. Okay, so she's going to go. She's going to activate her Crunchy Eye, and she's going to have her special ability activated. She cannot reach anyone, but she's going to start moving. She can move a total of 4 spaces. And I think she might be coming after me. Makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I suddenly like that position a whole lot less. And we're talking 15 health for the Hive Mother here. So we're going to do a 10. And we're going to do a 5. Maybe Thorax needs to go down there and help. Just finish off some stuff. I could move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'd be there. And then I could engage with him. How soon am I going to die? Let's give it a turn. I don't know if I can give it a turn, but let's give it a turn. Let's move closer, but let's still do some of the exploring that we need to do here as well. So, I'm going to spend 1 to move additional. Going over to R. A treasure out of reach. The chasm has split this historic house in two, drawing some of the moss and dirt into the chasm. Amongst the debris, you spot something vibrating, and upon closer look, you realize it might be a runic plate, but how could you reach it? Hook and rope? No. Shovel and axe? Success 5, flip A, fail, flip B. My guy needs to be fighting. I'm going to be honest, I'm not very good at those skill checks. So that was 1, 2, 3. G. A bright cat mushroom. On the verge of a forbidding chasm grows a purple mushroom with a flower growing in its cap. It has a sweet smell of rotten fruit and seems to attract its share of insects. We're going to go ahead and flip it. You pick the blight cat mushroom and put it in your pouch. Ingesting it will revinegrate you, but dried, it is a good ingredient for potions and scrolls. We can hold on to that to start upgrading ourselves, but really, because this is a one-off scenario, I see no reason why we don't immediately consume it and get the according benefit. Okay, I can spend stamina again to move 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm slowly starting to approach the house that we need to go through. Okay. Not a big fan of this. And the Broodmother did reach me. So let's resolve that she would have attacked me with a stomp, dealing 3 damage unless I can defend it. Luckily, I do react with 3 of these dice, defense dice. 1, 2, 3. I do block it. I dodge out of the way just in time. I am nimble and quick, but weak and able to be squished easily. Moving on down, we're going to have the little guy go ahead and pop me. It's going to be doing a half-closed eye, which is going to be a leg stab. It's looking for a success of 2 against agility. I should... There we go. Once again, I'm too fast, too nimble, too quick for either of them. Cycle this, see if we spawn anything. 3. Not going to spawn anything. Okay. Both people need to fight. He needs to get there to fight. So I'm going to do Boulder, which has a range. Shadow Strike, which hopefully will be fast enough. And let's trigger this. Green is going first. So Boulder can go first, but we need to move. 1, 2, 3. I'm still not down. So would I have even done that if I knew I wasn't going to be in range? Probably not. And my maneuver is the same. So then we'd go down again. 1, 2. And we're all in the same area. Okay. Let's determine what the big guy's doing. Squinty Eye is going to be Spike. We're looking at a movement. We don't need movement. Doesn't have the special ability to weaken. But we are going to be dealing 3 damage against strength. And I'm going to go ahead and target Thorax. I believe I can target whoever is in the space. Let's check that. Attack the hero with the highest taunt value. Yep, absolutely Thorax is going to take charge of that. So, rolling against a 3. Once again, very solid. This is the perfect time for him to show up. 1 success, 1 exploding die. So, 2 successes. I could pay for the 3rd to keep from getting any damage. Okay. Down just a little bit. We're going to be triggering the creatures, and then we're going to be triggering my attack. So, little squishy guy is going to attack Thorax as well. He is currently doing the half-closed eye. He's not doing anything. He just wants to move. This is just a shifty move action for him. Coming down to Venia. Let's go ahead and roll 2 dice, and let's take out the smaller Skitterer first. Popped. Gone. Alright. We don't have to worry about the Skitterer anymore. Now all we have to do is take down the Broodmother. Okay, that cycles it. Let's go ahead and flip this. 4. 4 is not going to spawn either, and I am going to do the Raging Smash, the Shadow Strike, flip a card. So I go first, both of my people go first. Let's start over here with Venera. Looking for a +2. 1, I'm going to spend 2, we're going to deal 3 damage. This is dropping down to 12 total health left. Over here, Raging Smash 2, we're going to spend 2, dealing 4 damage. This is going down to 8 total health. Now we are wearing ourselves out to do this, but I think it might be worth it, assuming that a lot more of these creatures don't just randomly spawn throughout everything. That would be unfortunate if they did. Yeah. Okay. So, moving on to her, she's going to be doing a green, half-closed eye, stomp action, agility. This is where Thorax is really bad. 1 success, 2 damage. So 2 damage pop down. Now the nice thing about these chips, they're dual-sided. I'm sure you've already seen that. But you're going to be counting them as damage, as stamina, and as your rest and recovery. Back up at the top of the round. No spawn. And I'm holding exactly where we are. We're going to try to hit one more time. Green is going slow, which is good. We're both going faster. Rolling 2. It's going to be a exploding dice. 3 successes, 4 successes. Going to drop this down to 4. We should be able to take her out now if Thorax can roll decent. Raging Smash. 4. So I could do a recover action with both of them, along with her chosen ability. Bring 2 back. Spend 4. Completely exhausting myself, but it does take the Broodmother off the map. And now we can pick up whatever that was there. So let's do a investigation check on why. Spawn the Skitterer. Push the stone lid. Strength check of 3. Thorax is activated right now. Perfect. You push the lid out of the way and discover a strange magical cube and a gem glittering with all the colors of a rainbow. Gain Cube of Teleportation and Prismic Jewel item card. Remove this card from the game. Those will be... not this one. Not this one. Cube of Annihilation. Where is it? Cube of Teleportation. Awesome. And a Prismatic Jewel, I believe. Let me check. Yep. Okay, Prismatic Jewel is going to give you +1 action, which is very nice, but you have to discard it to do so. Teleportation is going to let you teleport 5. Maybe that allows us to pop in or through things? I don't think so. Good movement, though. We're going to hold on to these down here with Thorax. Now, sadly, we're going to see if we spawn another creature. 1 is not going to do it. Doing move actions with both of my characters. I really need my agility to get up there on top. And right now we're open-ended, so there's no creatures going, so I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to come to E, because E is one of the locations where I can interact. So let's do it. We're rolling 3, looking for a success of 4. 1, 2, 3. I could pay 1. Let's see. Option A, success. You carefully pick the flower off the slender rush. You feel like a moon egg accepts you. Pleasant sentiments streaming from the pink stemma, progressively filling you with calm and happiness. Gain a moon egg token and restore 1 stamina. Remove this card from the game. How nice. So I successfully plucked a moon egg. Okay. Big guy. Big guy's going to go. We're going to rest and recover to start. We're only going to move 2. 1, 2, and then 2 more. 1, 2. Because we're going to move our way down to H. Looks like some stuff's happening down there. Good turn, please don't spawn. Perfectly fine, because, again, we're only spawning on a 5. Okay. Let's continue. I'm going to do a stamina check this time, because I think I can get around 1, 2, 3. I'll have to roll to get through that, but that's okay with me. So we're going to be going to R with my character here, and that one, let's keep it on. No, actually, let's do a stamina check as well. So, starting here, 1, 2, rolling a die of 2. 2 successes, as long as I spend 2, should be fine. I have to spend 1 more for my movement. Moving into R. And let's try this. We have the rope and the shovel, so we only need a success of 2, rolling 3 for the agility. Clean, sweep, success. Option A, hard work rewarded. You manage to dig out the runic plate from the chasm. As you hold it, resonating object in your hands, you notice it's marked with a leaf symbol. The plate is clearly being drawn towards the hill. Gain the leaf plate. And remove this from the game. Okay. I know where the leaf one is. So maybe I move there. Try to place it. Let's continue to go exploring. I assume there's probably a back entrance here. Maybe that's what I'm going for. So 1. Need to roll a success of 2. Doesn't work. I'm going to take a damage. Because the thorn bush is there. And then we're going into H. Let's see what that is. Blasted Earth. The hole on the top of the hill has been made recently by a tremendous energy bursting from below. A heavy smell of sulfur and smoke lingers in the air. You see and hear magical lightning zapping around down into the hole, but fortunately not directly below you. Climb down the hole, or fix, hook, and rope. Climb down the hole. I'm not very agile, but I'm going to choose climb down the hole. Option A, climb down. Holding on the edges of the hole, you lower yourself inside. You dangle in the air, trying to find something to place your foot on. The edges crumbling in your hands. Yeah, we're not going to do that. So, I need... Okay. Fail. Place your hero in the area containing K and the big stone face. Awesome. So I just fell through that. Oh, this is underground. Interesting. And I have to succeed 4 blocks, which I believe I will get with 1 stamina. Okay? Not too big of a problem. I just fell through the ground. And I'm inside. So I'm triggering K and Z. K. Beneath the hill. The corridor inside of the hill differ greatly from the surrounding town. The walls are expertly made of white stone and illuminated by magic. This must be one of the structures left behind by the ancients millennia ago. But now, evil power sparkles all around you. Danger, flip. Reveal story card, square. Story card, square. Summoning circles. The unmistakable presence of evil magic is confirmed by the recently etched summoning circles. You recognize the 4-pointed arrows as a symbol of Aox. The demonic runes suggest uncanny knowledge. Okay. Reveal card 3. Another creature. Ooh, a Lumen Demon. Alright. Start the timer. When it reaches 12 for 2 heroes, 11 for 3, or 10 for 4. So basically this is going to start counting down now. Spawn a Lumen Demon in the area corresponding to the direction on that round's Fade Up card of the timer. Implosion. Each time a Lumen Demon is summoned, place an X marker to its corresponding spot on this card. After you place the 4th X marker, read Climax 2, fail forward from the scenario book. Okay. So this now needs to go here as well, because we could be spawning demons, which are always fun. And Z needs to be triggered. Shantor's Saving Spear. Down in the vault, you see Shantor lying inside a magic bubble, the only thing saving her from the magic lightning and red Aox energy crackling in the room. You might be able to save her if you could stop the two magics clashing in the vault. Read story card Triangle. Whenever you enter an area containing one of the symbols below, perform the corresponding agility checks. Interesting. Okay. Whenever an enemy enters an area containing one of the symbols below, take 1 damage. I'm going to leave that here to remind myself. And we're revealing Triangle. Shantor's saving sphere. The sight of Shantor in this terrible state fills you with dread, but you might be able to save her if you could stop the two magics clashing in the vault. Ooh. How does she fit here? Nice. I love this system of cards overlaying. I think it's so cool. P and L don't trigger. Big old runes and X's on the ground. Okay. Alright, let's continue pressing forward. I had just moved with the big guy. I had already moved, focused over here with my guy. I was able to get a runic plate. We are not spawning anything. We are moving timer forward, and this time we're going to be tracking the time, though. 4 is not good for us. I'm going to do a skill check, because it can move to start with. I'm going to go ahead and use this to recover 2 stamina. My egg, remove wounded. My gem doesn't do anything. So, and I'm going to be going over here to you to drop the leaf plate. So let's just do extra movement. So go ahead and flip, starting with green, then red, then blue. So red's going to go first. We're going to move down 2, trigger you, a wall of azure light. That's the wrong one. Which one needs a leaf? You need a leaf. J. Can I get to J? 1, 2. So we could go 1, 2, 3, spending a stamina to do that. Seems like a fair trade. Rolling 2 to get through the thistles. We're going to go ahead and take a damage. My favorite thing. And we're going to place the plate on the location. You carefully place the widely vibrating runic plate on the stone carving. They attach together with a satisfying click. The runic plate goes still, crackles with magical power, and you see the lightning disappear from the doorway. Remove X marker overlapping this area. Remove this card from the game. So we're now able to enter through that location. Okay, and moving over here to our big guy. Actually got them swapped somehow. Big guy, let's move down into L. A wall of lightning. The wall of lightning crackles with violent power, shocking you if you get too close. Insects that are drawn towards it are buzzed to death upon touching the magical lightning. Something inside seems to power it, but you cannot see any way of turning it off. Power down. You have revealed a card with the power is now off. Nope. Let's move down to P then. A wall of ruby lightning. The corridor is blocked by a wall of ruby light. Next to the magical wall, an evil mark has been hastily scrawled on the floor. Destroy the symbol. Oh, and I should have made a status check for lightning. 3 mental. 2 successes. I'll spend 3 to keep myself from taking damage. Okay. I could destroy the symbol with a shovel, or drain the symbol's power with a runic plate. So I need to get the runic plate in there. Good to know. Okay. And I don't have any more moves, so I'm kind of trapped in this back area at the moment. Okay. We're going to cycle this. 4, 5. 5 is going to go ahead and spawn a critter in the down location. So one of these is spawning here. And we're going to go ahead and start progressing towards, we're almost crossing that 11. 4, 5, 9, 10, 11. So next turn we're going to have a Chaos Demon spawn. So I'm going to be doing my... I don't feel like I have everything I need, but let's just continue doing my movement here. Skill check down here, and let's progress with the game. Starting with red, then doing blue. I'm going to go ahead and move in. We're going to trigger K. Where is K? Have we already triggered? It's this, isn't it? Yep. Then we're going to move in. We're going to roll against Mind. 3, Strength. Rolling 2. That'll work. And we are going to go ahead and cycle X. Blocks and rubble. The floor of the corridors are covered in fallen rocks and debris. Next to a huge rockfall is plenty of rubble that you would pay little attention to, except something seems to be moving under it. Search the rubble, +2. Let's do it. Shovel, +2. We're 3 successes is what we're looking for. I don't have the stamina. I'm going to have to try to check it out again. Okay, this creature is going to go ahead and start moving towards us, because it can get through, I guess it would move up this way. And you're going to be able to do something. I believe that is completely covered, though. Right, where's the scenario guide? Let's double check that. X marker on a line of the scenario map. Yeah. So any of these dotted lines have X markers on them. This one here doesn't look like a dotted line per se, though. It looks like a giant red wall. And I think we still can't get through that. Yeah. We cannot get through that unless we drain it or destroy it. Let's try a destroy action. Yeah, and this is going to be a timed success, so you actually can take moments. You don't have to get it all at once. So we're going to have a tracker here in this location, and we're going to be doing a strength action. I get an extra die, which is nice. So 1 exploding, 2 successes, my 4th die, that, and I can recover 2 stamina, spend 2 stamina. It's going to be a total of 4 successes. So we're halfway to where we need to be for that. Okay. From that point on, we are now going to be flipping another card. 4. 4 is going to stay here, and we are going to go ahead and spawn a Chaos Demon. We're spawning a Chaos Demon based off of this. So it looks like one is popping in. Right over in this location. I could go explore Q. I didn't even notice that there originally. So maybe that's something we need to do right after we get finished destroying this Chaos Demon. What do you say? Okay, with that being said, I believe we've resolved everything. Skitters going to keep moving. It's coming after us. Okay. Up here with me. I'm going to have to try to do another status check. So I'm going to push that up to give myself a little bit of a bonus. Over here, I'm going to fight a Chaos Demon. Yeah. I'm going to fight the Chaos Demon this time. Okay. Flipping. Chaos Demon's moving on red. Skitter is moving on blue. So red is going to go first, and it's going to do its snake ability, which is just a straight additional damage. Okay, so it's going to move into the space with me. It's going to deal 1 damage. from my stamina pile. We are draining a little bit too quickly. It's doing its full eye, so it's pincer, which is going to be a strength check of 3 to destroy. 1 exploding die. 2 successes, 1 damage again. But then we're in the same spot. So then I don't have anyone that's acting. The Skitter is going to continue moving. 1, 2. Unless it has a full eye. It does not. Okay. And moving down to Vienna of Heartwood. And my Thorax. Thorax is going to go ahead and attack. Rolling 2. This creature has a total health of 8. So I should be able to smash it at some point. Maybe. Okay. Rolling 2. Exploding die. So 4, 5. So 4 total damage. -1 for the hand axe. I'm using a hand axe to attack. I think you pay an activation or you do a rest. So I'm only going to recover 1 to switch those weapons out. And 3 damage, so we're dropping this down to 5. After that, I'm going to go ahead and rest. I'm then using my ability to go ahead and do a check against this. 3, doing my best for strength checks, so rolling 2 dice. Get the extra one because of that. 1, 2, 3 is what I need because I have the shovel. Buried treasure. Underneath the rubble, you discover a glowing aura crystal and a dusty runic plate, now vibrating in your hands. Features a carving in the shape of a butterfly, which is a symbol of Samarati, the goddess of love. Gain the aura and the runic plate. Remove this card from the game. So I get the butterfly runic plate, and I go ahead and get another crystal, which I assume is going to be pretty valuable. I attacked. I hung out there. I rested to get some health back. And we're going to spawn another card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're getting close to another demon spawn popping up. I'm sticking right here for attack. And with this one, I have the sun. So I should be able to place the sun there. I should be able to open up both of these doors. So I'm going to go ahead and do a move. And let's flip the cards. Starting with move, then demon, then thorax. So move 1, 2, 3. Takes a stamina to do that. Can open up that door. 1, 2. And let's trigger card M. A mill of runes. Close to the stone table, there seems to be a millstone half embedded with the floor itself. A heavy wheel is marked with glowing runes, and there is an arras in the middle suggesting it can be rotated. Use the millstone. 2 + 4. So, 8 total success to try to resolve this. We'll put a marker down on it. And let's go ahead and start working on it. Rolling 2. Working on the millstone. Spending 1. 3 successes, dropping this to 5. Popping on over here with our big guy. No, popping over here with the demon. The demon is going to be doing a full eye action. 3 defense. 3 defense. That'll work. Perfectly clean. Big guy is going to punch him in the face. Let's finish off the demon. That's going to be 2 successes plus a rest. So 3. 1 health remaining. Oh. And I think I could have went ahead and done a skill check against the ground as well. Because I don't think that's limited. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. 3. Ooh, and we have destroyed that. So we're flipping to A. The chalk markings are easy to smear, but doing so you realize the magic energy which engulfs you. Fortunately, the ruby walls flicker and dies out. Any hero currently in an area containing P is going to have to take damage and run away. I don't see a location containing P. I think we are okay. Not even entirely sure where that is. Oh, it's right here. It is right here. So, 4 agility. And another one. Perfect success. It's actually really, really surprising. Cool. Little succubus is going to start moving around here. Wants to trap me in the room. 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. We're not spawning a demon yet. And I still have to figure out what exactly it is I'm doing. It looks like I have to interact with all of these locations. So, starting here, we're going to give myself an advantage. We're going to continue fighting down here, flipping this card. Green goes last, blue goes middle, demon goes first, eyes wide open, defense roll of 3. That's going to be an exploding bullet. That's going to be a defense roll of 2, and one of those is going to become damage. You can go ahead and punch him back. You're resting for 2, attacking for 2. That will take the demon off the map, which is all I ever really wanted, for the record. Not sure what's happening with N, not sure what's happening with Q. I won't worry about that right now. Moving down to blue. Little spider's going to keep going. And then I'm going to resolve. So, skill check against M. Strength, 3 dice this time because I have the buff. 2 successes, resting, spending 4. 1 more success, and that wheel spins. Okay. Top of the round, spinning this. Chaos Demon's going to spawn. So, this drops off. This can just pile right here. We're spawning in open adjacent areas. We're actually spawning on this side down here. Might want to go deal with that a little bit. But to start with, I'm going to go ahead and do a skill buff move. Or movement move. Movement move. And a attack move. No, skill buff move. Okay. All the creatures are going ahead of us. So Chaos Demon is going to be squinty-eyed. Going to be moving a total of 2. And doing 1 damage if possible. So 1, 2. It's not going to be in range. It does have a range of 3. Never mind. So 1, 2, range of 3. Mind defense of 2, 3. Perfect. No mind defense. And bite defensive 2, but we're not in a spot where we trigger bite. If you can't tell, it's 5:30, and I'm slowly getting more and more tired, which is weird for me because I should be waking up by now. So that happened with that. Now this creature is going to move into this spot. It is going to be doing a half squinty eye. So 2 agility, 3 agility. Trying to get a block of 2. We do successfully do that. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. Move in. We're triggering Q. Destruction. There's little left of this room as someone has recently broken a wall, leaving only a pile of rocks and dust and a summoning circle of Aox demons. In the corner of the room, you see a pedestal which seems to be meant for an aura crystal, but there is just a runic plate on the floor leaning against the pedestal. Stars on the ground gain a runic plate token. Discard the aura crystal. He doesn't have an aura crystal. Do we need the star plate? Sure. Stars on the ground. Do I need to do both? I need to do both. So I need an aura crystal and stars on the ground. Triggering over here. Let's go ahead and cycle this water wheel. Guarantee I'll get it this time. Absolutely. You rotate the heavy millstone half a turn and then it stops. The runes glow for a while and trigger some unseen mechanism that starts to shake the whole vault. You hear rumbling in the distance like part of the hill is coming apart. The power is now off. There's a card that triggers with that. Story card L has now been revealed. Flip it. If not, reveal and flip it. L. Flip. As the vault starts rumbling, the lightning collapses, yet the energies that created are not released. The magic is sucked into the room which the wall was guarding. Remove the X marker overlapping this area. Remove this card from the game. Nice. Reveal story card. Spiky triangle. A whole lot of shaking. Dust falls on you as the walls tremble and the ceiling shakes. You sense a disturbance in the magical aura of the whole vault. One of the entrances collapses with a great rumble of stone. Then just as suddenly as it starts, the tremors die down. Specks of dust gently settle on the ground. Flip. Okay, where is this going? Is it the edge of the board? Is it here? Okay. So now that entrance is open. So I guess you could have done that as a back way. Which is fine, but doesn't help me. Although it did turn the power off, which was pretty important. Reveal and flip story card A. If already revealed, flip it. Story card A. Feel like we maybe already dealt with this one. HREYGCA. Over here. This is the Angry Spider. We've already dealt with that. Remove this card from the game. Okay, so what do I need to do? I've got T down here that I need to interact with. I think I turned off the power. Where is card Z? Card Z. Okay, look closer. Reveal story card triangle. Story card triangle was this. Yeah. And now I have an action. If you saved the scrolls in tutorial 1, flip. I did not save the scrolls in tutorial 1. So that has no value. Okay, we still have some Chaos Demons. We still have some things we need to resolve. Let's go ahead and flip this. 4, 6. Alright. I need to go ahead and pop this Squelchy dude. You can't really engage with that, so let's go ahead and have you get prepared for a fight as well, but I'll really try to build your stamina unless someone comes into your zone. Starting with blue. Okay, stamina recovery. I think that's all you're going to do, buddy. Over to this one, we're going to do a stamina recovery as well. Although, little minion's going to go first. Squinty Eye, not going to do anything. Stamina recovery, and then we are fighting. 2, popping it, dead. So, we just have the Chaos Demon left. Recovering stamina, and we have S and T and N to interact with still. L, a wall of lightning. Power's off. Flip. As the vault starts rumbling, the lightning wall collapses, yet the energies it created are still not released. Magic is sucked right into the room which the wall was guarding. Okay. So we're good. So that's clear as well. This is clear. This was outside, which you don't need to worry about right now. Shrine to the Moons. We never really dealt with this. We didn't have a shovel. This is how you got the moon plate. Destruction. Okay, I think I just need to move very fast. This guy is going to go 1, 2. Does he move 3? Squinty eye, 2. Horns, he will move 3. In, he can reach me. Defensive 2, attack of 2. Defense blocks it. Mental defense. We're doing a movement. And we're going to do a fight. Flipping this. Flipping this. 8 total points. Starting with triangle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Moving down, Chaos Demon's going to move into this zone, although only one can fit in each zone, so we can actually fight right here. Chaos Demon's going to engage. Looking for 3 against agility, which is not going to be my strength. Rolling 1, probably taking some damage. Wrong dice. Rolling 1, probably taking some damage. 2, 1 damage. Okay. Then we are fighting back. Rolling 2. Total health value of 8. So, exploding dice. 3 successes. Drops this down to 5. And let's continue pressing on. We're going to shuffle this. Cycle this. 8, 9. Perfect. Not too bad. I'm going to keep fighting here. Although I need to move out of this zone. I do get to recover stamina. Let's actually heal. So, healed instead of recovering stamina because I'm getting a little bit damaged. Should do a strike here too. Let's take out the Chaos Demon. Although we're about to spawn another one, I can drop the Azul Crystal in about a turn. If we take it out quick enough, I might be able to drop the Azul Crystal now. So, let's go ahead and flip and see what happens. Starting with red. Striking, attacking, rolling of 2, attack of 2, 1 damage, dropping to 4. Attacking with a big guy, rolling of 2, exploding dice, 3, 4, 5. Let's rest as well. So we're looking at 5 damage coming through. Demon has been knocked out. So then, what's my range for dropping the plate? 0. Okay, so that's going to cycle up to the top of the next round. I'm going to do movement. Green goes after. So you're still moving slower. So I can move in, but I can't actually get there until you move out. Let's have you move out and go to N. Ball of Lightning. All the pent-up magic is gathered into a powerful ball of energy that floats, crackling in the back of the room. The air is heavy with a pungent smell of burnt dust and a deafening hum of magic. Deadly lightning randomly strikes at the walls and floors. The ball is feeding itself with energy in a vicious cycle and is about to implode. Did I draw a card? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't think I did. 10, 11, 12. We're spawning our third demon, and we might be getting close to lost condition, which is kind of interesting. Spawning right here in this location. Not possible if enemies are within 1. Story card Q is flipped, plus 10. Discard aura. Story card Q. Destruction. Okay, so we need to destroy that first, and then it gets much easier for us to successfully defeat this. And we can use a crystal to help out as well. Okay. Secondly, that the demon's going to go. Demon would have moved here. Would have attacked my rogue. Rolling 3 against my agility. 2 successes. 3 successes. 4 successes. Perfectly fine. No damage. You're moving up and through. You would have taken that damage from passing the demon. Now we're at the top of the round. Another card comes out. 5 is going to spawn another little guy. All the way down here. I don't think we need to really worry about him. I think we're close to either winning or losing. Not entirely sure. I'm moving. He's going to take a skill check. Moving in. Dropping the plate. Flipping a crystal. You place the aura crystal on the pedestal and it fits perfectly in for the hole. The aura crystal starts to shine with an ethereal luminescence, giving the whole room a blue glow, which has a warming and refreshing effect. You get the feeling it also has an effect elsewhere in the ancient structures under the hill, but it is not clear from here what that was. Any hero is currently in queue. Gains 5 stamina back. Nice. Then we're moving, and it's going to be Chaos Demon going next. Moving in, attacking me again. Head to head, bumping up against my agility, which is fine, because I can continue dodging. I did still have move, though. So I probably would have ended out there and have taken the damage when I passed him. My big guy is going to go ahead and go for a check against this. All we need is a success of 5. This is a mental check. 2 plus 1 die because I have focus attached. 1, 2. I could rest for 2, giving me 4 success. It's not quite enough to flip it, but we are getting closer and closer. Card is going to cycle. We're at 8, 9, 10, 11. We are actually summoning our 4th Chaos Demon. After you place a 4th marker, read Fail Forward on the scenario book. I knew we were getting close. I knew we were getting way too close to that 4th demon. So we were maybe 1 success or 1 more strategic move away from creating harmony, which was the scenario success. But instead, we were a little bit too late, and we are going to be reading Fail Forward. Man! I know I'm tired. I know I'm a little loopy. I feel like I'm talking ambiently into an open room. But, genuinely, I thought we were right on the edge of winning that. Alright. Scenario success or fail forward. Well, yep. The hill has been humming and shaking all along, but now the sounds turn thunderous as it vibrations into an earthquake. The two magics, Aox and Aeon, are clashing, feeding into each other in a vicious cycle, and you are not fast enough or strong enough to stop them. You run back to the road for cover as the inn vault explodes. Rocks and dirt fly out from the hole on the top of the hill. Magical pollution blows from every doorway and opening, covering the entire ruin with sparks and mist. Then everything goes quiet. You are drawn through the rubble towards the center chamber where the Chantor Three Birds, your friend and newfound mentor, is buried under rocks. Next to her lies an ancient key which you pick up. As you touch it, the enormous stone head comes alive. Its icy blue eyes stare at you and its voice booms low, but it is not menacing, rather. You feel comforted by seeing it. The key will open Sky Render in Rundale. The fate of Agemonia now lies in your hands, it declares. Each one of you has the power to make a difference, but also chance to veer away from Aeon. Your destinies are underwritten, but they are intertwined. The choices you make, individually and together, will determine the fate of all. You realize this is not just a statue which speaks. This is the voice of Aeon, the good energy that opposes Aox and demons. Its voice no longer sounds in the vault, but it is now inside your heads, all of you experiencing a different vision. Gain quest item card, Ancient Key. Shuffle the World Encounter number 1 mutated land into the World Encounter deck. Each hero gains a vision card. Read your hero's vision card to yourself. Do not show it to other players. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Conclusion. If Birdie is still in one piece, you've managed to protect Shantor's enchanted wagon Birdie and her Toral legionary. Both have been waiting in a safe place by the road, and while they're physically unharmed, you can sense Legionary is distressed. Perhaps it sensed the loss of its mistress. You calm it down and help it draw Birdie towards Rundale. If just Legendary still alive? Nope. A lot of different achievements you could have tried to accomplish. I did very few of them, and then Epilogue. You turn your backs on the ruins and the vault of the ancients, and continue on your way to Rundale. Each of you is silently pondering Shantor's fate and the strange vision you beheld, wondering whether to share it with the others or keep it to yourselves. The sun sets to your left, painting the sky with brushstrokes of cayenne and rose. In the horizon you can see smoke rising from Rundale's chimneys. As you keep traveling, one thing is clear to all of you. The fate of Agemonia lies in your hands. So, there you have it. Chapter 3, a solo gameplay at 5:46 a.m. where I am exhausted. So, hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully I didn't miss too much stuff. I knew I could feel myself getting a little bit more distracted and disjointed as time went on and the night kind of progressed. So, I'm going to pack this up, go edit some videos, make sure we have something ready to post in a couple hours. And if you made it to this point, please, whatever you do, remember to do the important thing. Get out and play some games. We'll see you next time. Thank you.